Another thing, don't mind my hair. I took out my hair last night because yesterday we got back from ATL. And honestly, like I had a lot of energy to like clean and take out my hair. So I'm just now trying to figure out what the heck to do with my hair. So if you got any suggestions, let me know, because I'm not trying to be looking like this. Woo, I'm hungry. Hold on, I'm taking my biscuits. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Flo Dizzle, aka Lil That aka that baby. So I just want to go ahead and make this video. Honestly, don't know if it was necessary or not. To me, it was necessary because that's my personality. I just feel like I always have to explain myself, but like, you know, I don't want to create a habit of having to do that. But I understand for this particular scenario with Desi's, what girls don't like versus what guys don't like, and I understand like how it came off in the video, like, you know, people saying that I'm toxic or they don't like me anymore because of like whatever I sounded like in the video, which is understandable because I watched it back just now. And even though like, and I kept trying to prove points, you know, I was being interrupted, and I couldn't really get what I wanted out. But also on top of that, they all know I was in bed until 9 p.m. I had a hangover from Juvier's birthday, like literally 2-day hangover. Like I was pretty much, over. Somebody said I looked irritated, and I didn't feel as irritated, but like, you know, between having a headache, being in bed all day, throwing up all day, like genuinely, truly, I don't know. It was just a lot. And I feel like, honestly, how I knew what I was trying to say, still to this day, I still know what I'm trying to say, but like I did execute it poorly, and my choice of words were poorly as well. So that's why I just feel like we need to just go ahead and go over some parts just so that you can feel me out better, or whatever the case may be, just so you can hear what I have to say a little bit better. If you choose not to still like me, if you choose to like whatever, blah blah blah, I get it. Whatever, it is what it is. Like, you're not gonna be liked by everybody. Go, y'all turn.
I hate when what is it? Things girls hate or is it don't like?
Things you don't like.
Oh, it's like.
I just want to pause it right there really quickly, just so that I can reiterate that part. Literally things we personally don't like. It's just a preference. I'm not speaking for every woman. They're not speaking for every man. So it's just like, it's my personal opinion, what I've personally experienced in my life that made me realize the things that I don't want or do want. But yeah, so I'm gonna play from here and let's see what he says.
Hey, you can hate it.
I don't like you can be close with your like your mom, but like don't tell her like every.
I'm gonna fast forward the part because I know there's a part where. Wait, what was that?
Yeah, y'all be knowing though.
You should know. We don't read minds.
I'm really bad with that.
You need to.
Period.
Oh, that part where they're talking about something how guys should read our minds. I was not being dead serious on that part when she zoomed in on our face. I'm not expecting a guy to be able to read my mind because for me personally, I express myself any chance I get. That's my personality. If I feel some type of way, I don't just let it boil up to be like, I feel some type of way, I'm gonna hold it in and hopefully he can get it. Like, no. Anybody knows whoever dealt with me, ex whatever, I was always, and I never ever came in a way where I was disrespectful. I never been like, so da da da. I feel like, no, I always been like, hey, can we talk? I've always been able to express myself, and I've always, you know, said what was on my mind. So I never expect a guy to, you know, to read minds, you know, and figure it out. Like, that's toxic. I ain't gonna lie. I was just kidding. I'm pretty sure Desi was kidding too. But
Almost like just double standard stuff. Like, it's okay for you to do stuff, but like, if I do something unladylike around this, like that, like you fart and burp just like I'm a human too. So
okay, so again, not trying to make this video like 20 minutes long, so we don't have to watch the whole point. But I know like what I meant at that part where people were saying like the double standard thing. I understand that anything in the world can be a double standard because you are different from me. I am different from you. Guys are different from girls. We're all so different. So what we personally want or need or don't like or do like are all different. So there's always going to be a double standard. Always. But for me personally, like the things that is just like, I guess because it's, again, just based off experience where I grew up as a tomboy. I grew up as a legit, like, playing outside every day, didn't care about my hair, didn't care about anything. I was just a little rough around the edges. So like me burping and farting and stuff like that was kind of normal. But you know, and I used to hang out with a lot of guys too. So, you know, they looked at me like a bro. Like I'm a bro. Like you know, I used to play video games and stuff like that. So I still play video games to this day. So it's just like I was used to be a little more rough around the edges. So when I got around a different crowd and, you know, maybe I farted on accident, you know, not to be like nasty or anything, but like maybe whatever, or I burped and they look at me like, sis, like, relax. I'm like, wait, huh? Like, that's a normal thing. Like, you do it, I do it. It's not a unladylike thing. It's just a natural, I guess, nasty thing that everyone does. So, and it's not to use just the farting and burping as a thing. It could be really anything. Like,
I feel like double standards goes both ways. There's aspects where there's double standards for dudes.
So with that part, even with Juvir, when I was saying, name two, name one. Like I was trying to get him to name something that is a double standard for guys. You know, it wasn't really to say that there's no double standards on the opposite spectrum. It was just saying that I want to hear, what is it? What is something that is a double standard that we do, or, you know, whatever the case may be. So I wanted to hear it, you know, but I wasn't literally saying that there was literally no other side of the story. There's no double standard for the guy side, because I know there is. Again, we are all different. Like, there's going to be double standards regardless.
Aspects with double standards.
Name two. Yes, name something.
Name.
I mean, that's what we want to hear it.
Unlike you, I can explain. Okay. Wait, look.
All right, this is part I need to clear up. Period.
Okay. Being too emotional as far as like, okay, you know, the level of masculinity and feminine. Now you're being too feminine. Like, I'm dating a girl at that point. If I want to date a girl, I'll date an actual girl. I don't get shit.
Where do you draw the line?
I have nothing.
Explain.
Okay, so I just pause it there because, again, not trying to make this a whole 20-minute video. If you haven't seen the video, just go ahead and go on Desi's page to watch it. Now, with this part, I know watching back last night, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I couldn't still grasp it as much. Like, literally, I was tired. So I had to watch it again just to, like, hear what everyone was saying. Because, you know, at that time, you know, people were talking to each other, so you're not really listening to whatever the case, whoever's speaking. So with this part, I was saying personally, for me, I do not prefer a man to have more femininity than masculinity. And I said, I think I kept saying like feminine energy or something like that, and I didn't mean to say it that way. I didn't mean to use that terminology, because at the end of the day, like, you know, crying is not feminine energy. Expressing yourself is not feminine energy. Now, what I really, this is what I meant, right? So towards the end of this video, let me go ahead and actually play it just so you can hear it.
Go to the internet. Like, we get in an argument, nobody needs to know. Like, it's between us and Fendi back.
Pussy is hell, nigga. That's a funny fact.
That's some feminine energy.
That's some bitch shit.
Oh, whoa. You're right, though. You're right. But yeah.
So with that part, I guess because I was saying like crybaby type dude, and Jace kept saying something about crying. I'm like, I'm literally not talking about a guy literally crying. Like, if you cry or express yourself all the time or like, that's not feminine energy. That's not even being feminine at all. That's just being a human being who knows how to express himself. In that one clip where, you know, I felt like that was perfectly explained. How I explained it, maybe not the best. So in this part of the video, I think I did a horrible job kind of trying to explain as far as how I feel about the double standard thing and the masculinity thing. So basically, I was saying that I don't like when somebody goes 0 to 100. I've already expressed that in the video with Desi Des. Like, that's just my thing. Like, I would prefer somebody knows how to talk just as I know how to talk. You know, I don't let my emotions control me. Like, yeah, I can get emotional, but like, not to say that I'm a, you know, react off straight emotion. Like, I know how to think through it and da-da-da-da-da. Now to kind of speak on the whole contradiction of how I sounded, and I totally get it, and I actually hear how it sounded like a contradiction, but I was kind of mixing up my personal preference with what I actually believe in when it comes down to the double standard thing. Do I believe that men can be just as feminine, or do I believe that, you know, yes, I believe it all, because again, if we can do it, so can you, and vice versa. I agree, and I am against, you know, the double standard thing, but I was mixing up my preference of what I actually prefer in a relationship. I do not prefer a man to be more feminine than masculine, because I just feel like, you know, I'm old school, you know, like I prefer a man to lead, not to say that I can't lead and take him on dates and stuff like that. I just prefer, you know, for more so a man to be able to lead his household. So that's just my personal preference. But when it comes down to the whole double standard thing, I don't want to mix that or confuse anybody to think that you know, I'm trying to contradict myself. Like, no, I totally still agree, but as my actual preference, that's where I stand with it. But yeah, hopefully that clears up a lot of confusion that I sounded like. But yeah, that's just me go ahead and just clearing up that side, because again, having a hangover and not being able to articulate my words the way I needed to and get my point across the way I should have, I understand what it looks like. I get it. No, I get it. I freaking get it. I understand. So with that being said, this is gonna be the end of that video. I don't think I'm ever gonna make a video in my life explaining myself again, because I know this one time, I knew the scenario. I knew whatever. So, and honestly, like, I don't want people to have this wrong misconception that I'm just some toxic person and I'm a feminist. I'm not a feminist. I just feel how I feel about certain situations because I've been in it. So it's not to say I'm speaking for all women and I'm, you know, I just been through some stuff. Somebody said, who hurt Flo? Yeah, exactly. Let's point, like, I've been hurt. I've been through it. I can't express or tell you how many times I actually been through it. So it's just like my opinion on something. Maybe I'm a little more passionate about it because I just probably been through it too much or whatever the case may be. But this is all personal preferences. This is how people, you know, this is just my opinion on what I personally want from my life or what I prefer or what I don't like. Just as you have yours, they have theirs. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's get together. But yeah, so this is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you do not like me still, I get it. Whatever. It is what it is. Let bygones be bygones. It ain't that deep. So yeah. And you don't know me in real life either. So it's just like, even though I show a lot of my real self in videos, as far as like how I choose to come on camera, like whether it be, you know, hair not done, makeup not done, looking like a crackhead, all that face soap on my face or whatever the case may be, I try to be as real as I can with you guys. And again, in this video, comes off a little weird. I heard it. I saw it. But no, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that still choose to rock with me. If you don't, cool, bygones be bygones. Have a good day. See you in my next video.